Good afternoon, and welcome to Thankful Thriftiness. If you're new to this channel, enjoy this content, and would like to see more of it, please like and subscribe. Anytime you make something a daily habit, it's easily in danger of becoming a little expensive down the road. Even if it only costs a small amount of money per day, those expenses add up. For me, that's drinking tea. I love drinking tea, and in the past 6 months or so, I've tried to make it a daily habit of drinking at least 1 cup of herbal tea per day. For me, I generally like to drink peppermint tea. I find it helps with my digestive system a little bit. Who knows? Let me know in the comments below what your favorite herbal tea is. I love herbal teas, and instead of just buying the packaged processed stuff from the store, I found a way to save a little extra money and actually grow and make my own herbal teas. Granted, I don't have access right now to a big enough herb garden to supply all of my tea drinking, but it's definitely made a dent in my tea drinking budget. Sometimes at a store I'll get a cashback and a deal going on at the store and maybe even a coupon, but that doesn't happen that often, so here's a video showing you how you can make your own tea. To start off making tea, I simply grow mint. I love growing mint, and mint, it grows like a weed. It grows so quickly, and there's so much of it that it could literally be a ground cover. Generally, I check to make sure that there aren't too many flowers on the stems. Too many flowers can give your tea a bit of a bitter taste. I clip down. I try to leave about 2 sets of leaves on my mint plant so it can regenerate and grow more. Mint is a really hardy plant, so I can really shear it down, trim it up, and get a lot of tea out of it. Next, I strip the bottom leaves off of the mint stalks to basically just make it easier for me to tie those mint stalks together later on when I'm drying them. Also, the leaves at the bottom generally aren't the nicest, so strip off enough to where you get rid of all the bad leaves and you have enough room to tie in a rubber band on nicely. If there are any flowers on the mint, I will clip those off as well because I don't want those in my tea. All I want is a nice healthy stalk and some lovely leaves. When I get back inside, I'm going to wash off all of the mint and lay it out on a large beach towel to dry. I'll let them stay that way for several hours just to make sure that all the moisture is out. If there's any moisture on your mint stalks and leaves, when you tie them together to dry them, it can create mold on the inside. Next, I take a rubber band and a few of the mint stalks, tying those stalks together with the rubber band. Rubber bands are wonderful to use when drying any type of herb because when things dry, they tend to shrink, and rubber bands expand and contract really well with the herbs as they dry. So don't be afraid to tie that rubber band nice and tight. I then hang my mint up and leave it for about a couple weeks until it's nice and brittle and dry. To prepare your tea for storage, you're going to want to locate an airtight jar and a pair of scissors. I just use a mason jar and a plain old pair of craft scissors. After removing the rubber band, separate out your mint stalks because you'll want to deal with them one at a time. Grasp the bottom of the mint stalk with one hand and with the other hand, gently pull towards you. You don't want to crush the leaves and you don't want to break the stem, but you want to remove all the leaves from the stem. If you pull too hard when separating the mint from the stalks, you're going to get a really crumbly mess, which is very difficult to put in the mason jar. Screw on your lid nice and tight to give it a nice airtight seal. I'd say you should check your tea after about a month, and if there's any sort of a rancid smell, then you probably got some water into your jar during the process. You can't use tea that has mold in it, so you're going to want to toss that out and you're going to have to start over again. Once you're ready to drink your tea, you're going to want to locate something to steep your tea in. I've got this little thing, some little tea steeper. I honestly don't even know what it's called, but this thing is awesome. For 1 cup of tea, you can probably pack about a teaspoon to a tablespoon into one of these. You can also buy tea bags, but as the point of this is to try to save some money, I prefer to just use something I can use again and again. Place your tea steeper inside of your mug and then fill it with boiling water. Let the tea steep for at least 5 minutes. After that, I tend to like to crush my mint leaves just to get the extra little bit of goodness out of there. Now you're free to add any sweeteners, sugar, honey that you like. I prefer my peppermint tea without any sweeteners, but it's up to personal preference. Now you are all set, and it's time to drink your tea. Thank you all so much for watching. Please let me know in the comments below what a daily, weekly, or monthly habit is that you have that you would like to save some money on. Again, the goal is not to be perfect. I sometimes spend way too much money on tea because I love tea and I drink a lot of it. Remember, the whole reason we're trying to save money is because we're thankful for what we've been given, for what the Lord has blessed us with, and we want to steward it wisely. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a blessed day.